Yes. Okay, cool. So Christine, thank you so much for your time. And you just completed the design architect course last week. Firstly, when you heard it was going to be on Zoom for 8 hours a day, 5 days in a row, what was your initial thoughts, and how did you find it, and how did you cope with staying engaged for such a long time on a Zoom call?
A nice question. This specific course, I'd seen it before. So when I saw it through the ICX body that we work closely with, I felt it's the high time to take it up, because out of my experience, the last time I was in class was during my master's class. That was 2011. So I felt I needed to improve my career with some certificate, with some knowledge. So I was happy to join. My employer didn't have money to pay for me, so I had to go out of my way to get my finances, because I was that determined to take up the course. So for the 8 hour, for the schedule, the working, the class time, I felt it was too much initially, but I ensured I got a good environment, a boardroom that they didn't have interruptions. I also took leave. So that one encouraged me to not to have interference during the session. And the good part of it was that when I started, it was a good, you guys were good facilitators, really had a plan that I enjoyed. So I didn't, at the end of the day, I didn't feel it was the 8 hours that I'd feared to sit the whole time. But the content was also a lot, but I couldn't like feel overwhelmed, because the idea of grouping us into good groups with a good team leader, that is you. I really appreciate you. You're a person of people, and you know how to interact and help, and you really got us moving during the session. So really, I didn't feel overwhelmed. That's what I can say.
Amazing. Thanks for the kind words. And Christine, you know what, in terms of the group work, so you had some individual work and you had some group work. How did you feel about working with strange people you've never met, that you now suddenly had to come up with these amazing strategies and journeys with? How did that feel for you?
For the being grouped, I was happy. One of the things is that all of them, they were Kenyans, so they had a foundation of the environment or the language you're speaking and the experiences we've gone through as a country, and also the companies that we work with. So they were very friendly. We had a good team member, Bella, who started off with creating a WhatsApp group that made us feel more closer, and they were very helpful. They were outgoing teams, so I felt very comfortable with them. I would even call some of them on the side to maybe get a clarity on some issues, and I loved it. Group work, it made this journey fun.
Awesome. And tell me a little bit about maybe one or two aha moments or highlights that stood out for you. What was like the highlights for you that you told your friends about, maybe, or your family?
There were many, but the one that stood out is the fact of me enrolling and going back to school. And the experience was fun because I gained knowledge on how I can help my organization to do a customer experience journey. So the aha moment is the outcome, because at the end of the day, I was able to interact with SmartPlay software, the tool for customer experience journey. I had never thought there's such a tool that exists. So I'm happy to have gained knowledge of software that I didn't have I didn't know about it.
All right. And then just the last question, just in terms of, let me think. In terms of, let's say you had to ask or tell a friend or a colleague about the course, and they had so many to choose from. Why would they need to choose this one and not something else, in your opinion?
In my own opinion, I would recommend somebody to do this course because I felt it opened up from my career vision, I was like lost. I didn't know the direction we were getting. Now that our organization is going through a lot of restructuring, a lot of changes, but because I have a passion and experience for customer experience, and in this matter, being in charge of our call center, we call it Customer Experience Center. We rebranded it at the beginning of this year. So I would recommend someone in line with customer experience or any other business to join, because they'll be able to open up their mind and see the vision, and also have a direction of where they want to go in terms of career growth.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I'm going